has come.
All right, 5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Beautiful Friday morning. Hope you're doing well. Probably have some plans for the weekend. Maybe you're going to Orlando tomorrow. There might be a reason for you to go to Orlando that you didn't know about. We'll tell you about that right now. Carol Huntsman is on the phone. She's the vice president of the Genzyme Corporation, and she's on the phone to talk to us about something happening tomorrow down in Orlando. It's the One Day for Everyday Multiple Sclerosis Conference happening in Orlando. And I'm not so sure I have the information. I probably do somewhere. Oh, at the conference center? I don't know. But she'll tell us where it's going to be, what it's all about, bringing patients, families, and experts to discuss the latest treatments for multiple sclerosis. One of these days, we're going to be able to tackle all of these things. And I guess one bite at a time is the only way we can do it. Carol Huntsman, thank you for being on the air with us today.
Thank you very much, Larry.
Where are you?
And, as you said, I'm sorry?
Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston? Are you coming to Florida tomorrow?
The weather is probably not quite so nice as it is in Orlando today.
Really? So when are you coming down?
I'm coming down tonight.
Oh, is it exciting? Have you been here a lot? Have you been here before?
I've been to Orlando many times. It's actually one of my favorite places, and not just for all the attractions down there, for the great people that I know that live in the area as well.
There you go. So tomorrow, the event that we're talking about, where is it going to be?
The event is going to be tomorrow at the Walt Disney World, a Dolphin Hotel, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it's as you said, one day for everyday event for people living with relapsing multiple sclerosis and their care partners.
Okay, and boy, what a nice location to be! Holy mackerel, that's a nice one. By the way, Robin's husband helped build that hotel.
Yes, he did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was one.
Robin, congratulations to your husband. That's a great venue.
Yeah.
So, is this an annual event?
Actually, this is a new series that is going to be taking place tomorrow. Actually, not only in Orlando but also in Boston and LA. And really, it's a unique program that is really trying to make a difference for people living with MS. It's unique because tomorrow the discussion is not only going to be about the disease, but also about empowering people living with MS and teaching them more in terms of practical insights from experts on things like developing and maintaining strong relationships, communicating about their MS with others, and then also using technology to help them make life with MS more manageable.
Has technology changed the way we approach MS?
Well, I think there's a lot of information that's available for people living with MS, and there are tools to help them manage their life a little bit better. I think kind of keeping all of the aspects of their disease at bay in terms of, electronic journals and applications and things like that, as well as just all of the different information sources that are available to them to help them connect with other patients living with MS and people affected by the disease in general. So lots of different ways that technology can help.
And that's what's wonderful about the conference is that you're just not targeting the patients, that families, caregivers, even friends that really don't understand about this disease, they can come down, understand about it, and learn how to help and cope with it emotionally.
Exactly, and I think one of the great things about the conference is that we will have not only experts in treating the disease, but also advocacy organizations that provide other resources that can help. And as you said, some of the emotional support aspects for care partners to help them get more perspective about what their loved one is going through. And really for anybody that would like to learn more about this particular series, they can go to www.onedayforeveryday.com. They can find out more information about the series or also register for the event.
Do doctors benefit from these kinds of conferences, or is this basically for the layperson?
It's more for the layperson. I think there are certainly is resources available in continuing medical education, et cetera, for the physician community that may want to learn more from MS experts. But this is really designed for patients and their families or friends that want to learn more about the disease and how to live life better with MS every day. So there will be an MS expert physician who's there to speak to the group, but there'll also be other people that are living with MS, and as I said, the advocacy organizations, et cetera. And what's nice about the Dolphin Hotel actually is that the venue allows lots of space to go into different breakouts based on the things that you're interested in learning more about.
The Dolphin's pretty big. Is it going to be obvious when you walk through the door where to go? And is this is it an open invitation to our listeners?
It's absolutely an open invitation to anybody that's interested, and it will be very obvious when you go in. There'll be signs that clearly marked for one day for every day for the events, and there'll be sort of an exhibit area set up with, as I said, more resources and the advocacy organizations, et cetera. That's really located outside the room where the physician expert will be speaking to the group. So it will be very obvious inside the Dolphin where the people need to go.
I know that you're just on for a short time, Carol. I wanted you to speak a little bit about something that's in my notes. It says that those who attend the conference tomorrow will learn about a new once-daily oral treatment for MS. What is that?
Yeah, so about a year ago now, Genzyme introduced a product called Aubagio, and it is a once-daily oral treatment for relapsing MS. And for many years, people who've been living with MS have had mostly injectable options where they have to inject every day or 3 times a week or once a week. And now there are actually 3 oral options that are available to patients, and one of those options is Aubagio. But, as I said, there is an element of learning about the new therapies, but the main thing is really more about getting some perspective on the disease and really gaining some practical insights to help people who are affected by MS, whether they're actually the patients themselves or their care partners or loved ones, to give them more perspective and practical insights to really to help them live a better life with MS.
And MS is really a silent disease, because I know my cousin, he married a woman, they had a child. The child turned 6 or 7, and then all of a sudden, Kathy was diagnosed with MS. And that, just clearly out of the blue, there were no warning signs or anything. And they had to adjust their lifestyle, and they survived through all of that adjustment. And that was years ago. Now it must be a lot better this time around because of the technology available for information.
Yeah, you make a very good point, and I'm sorry to hear about your cousin. But really MS affects women twice as much as men, and it generally people are diagnosed between the ages of 20 and 40, so really in the prime of their life where they're trying to manage all aspects of their life, their career, having a family, etc. So it can be very challenging, and every person's course of disease is different. Some people, have very few attacks. Some have more. So there's an unpredictable element to the disease. And so I think, to your point, in recent years, there's been a lot of advances. Prior to 1993, there were actually no therapies at all for MS, and now there are 10. So there are options, and everybody, there's probably a right therapy for each person who has the disease. And the nice thing is there are all of these options that people can utilize as their physicians decide, or as they decide together, to really help them slow the progression of their disease over time.
Carol, thank you for what you're doing.
There's been a lot of advances.
Have a good flight to Florida tomorrow. For those listening locally, it's just a hop and a skip to the Dolphin. What do you call it? Resort, Robin?
Dolphin Hotel.
The Dolphin Hotel in the Walt Disney World, and it's tomorrow. What time is it again tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 10 a.m. it starts, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., and you can find more information and register at www.onedayforeveryday.com.
One Day for Everyday. Is it I'm looking at it, so I want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. The number 1, the word day, the number 4, and then everyday.com. Is that right?
Yeah, you can actually put in the number 4 or FOR.
Oh, either way,
Will
okay.
get you to the site.
All right, onedayforeveryday.com. Call us if you need that information repeated. And it is tomorrow, 10 a.m. down at the Dolphin. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for what you're doing and for being on the air with us today. And have a good flight.
Thank you very much, Larry and Robin. Appreciate it. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Habitat for Humanity of Marion County is a ministry dedicated to improving lives by providing affordable and decent housing. Help them help others by visiting the Habitat for Humanity Ocala home store on Northwest 27th Avenue. To schedule a donation, give them a call and they'll come and pick it up. For more